All right. Hold on. Can't let everyone get situated. And welcome back to the Oklahoma Today Show. I'm your host, Ben Lucian. I've got a special one for you today. We're talking about an event recognized as one of the top cultural events in the country. We're talking about the Black Wall Street Rally. It's a big motorcycle-themed event that you're going to see a whole lot of impressive choppers at. And we are going to hear from organizer Byron Perry, who's going to tell us why this event is about so much more than motorcycles. Later in the show, we're going to continue the motorcycle talk by talking about what Oklahoma town we'd love to visit on the back of a motorcycle ourselves, and also podvents, where we'll have your week of activities planned. You won't want to miss it, but first, a message from our friends at Visit Edmond.
It's more than just a road, more than just a highway stretching from Chicago to Santa Monica. It's the nostalgia of a road trip on Main Street, USA, a selfie with Happy the Blue Hippo along the way. It's Route 66 that winds through the heart of Edmond, Oklahoma. Wander into Edmond along the Mother Road.
Today we're going to talk about an event that has been recognized by USA Today as a top national cultural event. It is the Black Wall Street Rally going on in the historic Greenwood District in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I've got an organizer here, Byron Perry, who's joining the show today. Byron, thank you so much.
Hey, Ben, thanks so much for having me.
Yes. All right. So for people who have not been out to the Black Wall Street Rally, I believe it's in its fifth year now. What can you sort of set the scene? What can people expect when they head out there?
Well, first and foremost, it'll be a lot of fun. We have a motorcycle inspired event. However, the attendees are a little bit of everybody. It's really a great kickoff to summer. It's a great way to experience the heritage that we have here in Tulsa in the Greenwood District, to provide information and education, and also outcomes for individuals that want to come and participate in a street festival. It's located primarily in the Greenwood District, which has a huge amount of historical and cultural significance. But really and truly, it's an event for everyone. We've got between the music, the food, the vendors, the health and wellness component that we're opening up this year, even the golf side of it. We've got a little bit of something for everybody.
Yes, yeah, it sounds like a whole lot going on. What can you tell me? This is going on May 14th through the 16th this year.
That's correct.
What, how and why did all this get started?
Yeah, that's a great question, Ben. So, for us, the individuals that kind of, you know, spearhead this event, we're all native Tulsans. This is home. But we all have, passions. I mean, we all ride motorcycles. Most of us play golf. I'm primarily the biggest golfer, but
Yeah.
it was really born out of how many events that we attended somewhere else, and basically the desire or the question, could we do something like that at home? And what would be the reasoning? And what everybody kind of came back to when the conversation was being held was, well, the Greenwood District, the historical aspect of Black Wall Street, the fact that in a number of cities now that you go to, they have their own Black Wall Street. However, the nexus point of the original is right here, and that was kind of weird to us. As if you're in Charlotte or Raleigh, and one of the tourist attractions is Black Wall Street, and we're kind of like, huh, what?
Right.
So
Right.
it was a twofold thing, because we do travel attending motorcycle events or golf tournaments, or around the country playing different golf courses and things of that nature. We just wanted we felt that you could do something like that here, and we had a draw with the Greenwood District.
Yes. So you're sort of using this existing passion for motorcycles to kind of bring awareness to national awareness to the Greenwood district.
Absolutely, absolutely. There, we have a lot of attendees that don't know the story of the excellence that was the Greenwood District, the intentionality of how it was built, how it rose from, situations that weren't the greatest, but it ended up having the prominence that it had and the legacy that it still has today because there are a lot of, ideals and principles of community and, building something that are still relevant for what happened, over 100 years ago till today. And I
Yeah.
think that's what draws people. It's really a very special place. There's a lot to learn from that. And it still resonates. A lot of it still resonates today.
Right. So where does your passion for motorcycles come from?
I started riding motorcycles, Ben, when I was 7 years old. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think I got a 10 speed when I was, 7 years old.
Yes.
And the allure of being on a bigger bike and shifting gears lasted for all of about 2 weeks. And I tell that story honestly. And so you know, uh, a friend of mine that I grew up with, when you have friends and everybody's kind of, getting that new birthday present or Christmas present, it was a 10 speed. And then, he had an older brother that got a motorcycle and we were like,
Yes.
whoa, mind was blown. And it was a wrap. And honestly, Ben, I had my motorcycle license before I was able to drive.
Oh,
So,
nice.
so for me, it went from just the allure of it to liking it to that first bit of independence whereas all of my friends, were, starting to get behind the wheel at 15. Well, I was already tooling around town,
Yeah.
going to friends' house and stuff like that because I had a motorcycle license,
That's awesome.
which was eligible here in Oklahoma. And so it kind of just matriculated from there. And it's so funny because you always wanted to go to that bigger bike, from 250 to 500 cc's to 650 to 750 to
Right.
1,000, 1,100 cc's. And then you get older and you're saying, we always scoffed at those Harley guys, but dadgum, those things are comfortable to ride. And so, it's funny because Harleys were always kind of there, but when you were younger, you kind of looked at them like, yeah,
Right.
whatever. Now it's nothing to say. Yeah, yeah, okay. I spent 30,000 on my Harley. Yeah,
Right.
you did.
Yeah, exactly. You got your money's worth. How many bikes and riders can we expect out there this or the week of the event and from where?
Oh, wow. First of all, is when we're talking sheer numbers, this year, because we've kind of changed our marketing and doing a lot more social media and things of that nature. We've got over five, we're getting very close. I think by the end of this week, we'll have over 5,000 people registered for the event.
Wow.
But
Nice.
Ben, we get phone calls all the time from individuals that are attending that are just coming because this is the place to be. And really and truly, last year we had somewhere over 10,000 people that were here. Outside of the people that were registered, I think that number this year is going to double, just because it's we're centrally located. You can ride from wherever in the country to get here. We had individuals that were here last year that were registered from 45 different states and 3 countries. We've got a
Mhm.
group of bikers from England. I can't remember
Oh wow.
exactly where, but they make an annual trip to the United States. They rent a Harley. They on the East Coast and they ride across country. Well, now they kind of coincide that trip with being here as
Awesome.
their
Yeah.
West Coast leg for the Black Wall Street Rally because it's just uh, a great place to be for individuals just to come together. You know, Motorcycle riders and even golfers have a passion that they love to be around others that enjoy that same passion. And so that's one of the reasons we're kind of melding the two experiences. But, I really estimate that we're going to have, over 20,000 individuals here from all over multiple states. multiple countries because the inquiries are coming hot and heavy from everywhere.
Yes. Well, you talked about the golf, which is also a part of it, and you're doing like a health and wellness. There's a sort of health and wellness component this year. What are some of the non-motorcycle things that you all are doing this year that might catch people's attention?
Yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is the Health and Wellness Village. We understand that our platform of having the Black Wall Street Rally touches so many individuals, and it's really important for us to provide an event that allows the community to better itself. And one of the critical things that's in discussion a lot these days is health and wellness, mental health, elder health, and things of that nature, and we just felt like it's something that we needed to incorporate into the Black Wall Street Rally. So we have the Health and Wellness Village where we will have a number of clinicians that will be doing assessments. It will give folks the opportunities to, inspect their health and wellness from a lot of different avenues. By going to the village, if you are a biker, if you're someone that's looking for a souvenir, we have a souvenir patch that you're going to be able to get that you could wear on your vest or however you want
Okay,
to
that's
use it.
cool.
But it allows those clinicians to basically provide information about a lot of different areas when it comes to health and wellness, because health is wealth. You see what I'm saying,
Yes,
Ben? And so
right.
that's something that everybody can do. We've got a number of different clinicians with different areas. So there's something for everyone. I was just having a conversation just yesterday with someone that was talking about caring for an older parent and them just not knowing all the ins and outs or how cumbersome it can be, especially when it's a loved one and not knowing. And we've got, people that are versed in Medicare and Medicaid and different insurance outcomes and then different treatment outcomes. Mental health, especially, Ben, is something that there's a lot of taboo around it. And the
Yeah,
treatment for that, there are a lot of different disparate views about how to do it. And the last thing that we want anybody to do is be misinformed about that particular issue and do nothing, or be misinformed and have a stigma or a perception about mental health care that keeps somebody else from getting well. You see what I'm saying? And
right.
so we felt strongly about that, and so that's why we're having that specific area. We have financial literacy and financial wellness, and also
Cool.
financial empowerment discussions that are going to be going on all day on Saturday. We have a number of musicians that are going to be performing on our Greenwood stage that's right there on Greenwood where the street is closed off. And then just a whole host of vendors that are going to be here from all over the country with different products and foods and things of that nature. And then we've still got stuff going on around town with the Black Wall Street Rally Golf Classic. We'll be out at Page Belcher Golf Course on Thursday and Friday. For those that enjoy golf, I mean, it's a weekend of activities all the way around.
Right. Yeah, and for all those activities going on, what's the best place for people to find all of it? Is it social
Yeah,
media, website?
yeah. Two websites. Our main website is at www.blackwallstreetrally.com.
Mhm.
And we have a separate website for golf and what we do with our golf to raise proceeds for junior golf. It's www.blackwallstreetgolf.org. And
Nice.
so if you're interested in playing golf, you can go to the www.blackwallstreetgolf.org, click on the support us tab and sign up. We're actually playing for cash this year, a
All
2 day
right.
event. Got a pot of $1,500 from men's and women's divisions. We have quite a few ladies that are coming to town to play. But if you want to register for the rally itself, it's www.blackwallstreetrally.com.
Very cool. And have you heard about any people who come to the rally and they sort of experience the Greenwood district maybe for the first time?
Oh, absolutely, Ben. And it's not just the Greenwood district; it's the entire city of Tulsa.
Yeah.
We have a lot of folks that reach out to us and just ask us directly, what do I do when I come? Obviously I'm going to come and I'm going to be in the district and I'm going to experience it, but what else? And so, Tulsa, from a standpoint of a tourism destination, has a lot to offer. It's been said many, many times that Tulsa is a place that is a good host to those who aren't from here. And I think our event has grown to be what it is because of that. So there
Uh-huh.
are a lot of folks that this is their first time ever, not just coming to Tulsa, but coming to Oklahoma, and you always get that impression, is there anything to do? Do you have cows everywhere? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we're dispelling those those crazy beliefs, but providing visitors with a great experience. We have to do a lot with our hotel partners for rooms around town, and one of the things that people say is that they just enjoy the hospitality that they get when they're here, and then getting the opportunity to eat at some of our restaurants that are local to us, but we call them home. But for those that are visiting, this is something different.
Yes. And what do you hope those visitors learn or come to appreciate about the Black Wall Street area that maybe they didn't before?
Well, taking an appreciation for what the Greenwood District was built on, that legacy of excellence and community and intentionality is the first and foremost thing. But then also, to the larger context, just the overall spirit of community. Just like I was saying before, motorcycle riders are a very passionate group. They enjoy their hobby. They enjoy getting out and riding. And this gives, folks that are from that particular, passion group, the opportunity to come together to do that. A lot of friendships are made. And Ben, I don't know if you're a golfer or not, but that's the same thing that can be said about golf. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
one of the things that we say about golf is that sometimes you'll get paired up with somebody and you don't know them on the first tee and you're friends when you walk off. And this is the same thing. I mean, we've got folks coming all over the country, North Carolina, Chicago, Memphis, Atlanta, and they'll tee it up here and they'll walk away saying, you know what, that's somebody that I met in Tulsa at Black Wall
Yeah.
Street, and so, and that all went into the spirit of why we created the event.
hmm Well, Byron, I have golfed, but I would never call myself a golfer. I would never, I'm, I've got a lot of work to do to get up to there. So for people who are hearing this and they want to get involved, is there somewhere they should go, like on the website or something?
Yeah, go to the website. There are volunteer opportunities available. There are sponsorship opportunities available, especially from the standpoint of helping the event to grow. I think you alluded to it in the beginning. We were recognized by the USA Today as one of the top 10 cultural festivals in the United States. We ended up coming in second place. This was our first time getting
Yeah, that's
nominated for
awesome.
something like this, so it was, obviously something we're very proud of, and just the sense of pride that we have to bring recognition like this to Tulsa. The winning event was in Puerto Rico, so we're
Yes.
kind of saying we're number one in the continental United States.
Yes.
But it's a level of pride that we have, that the state and the city is getting recognized. I think we have a lot to offer individuals that want to come and attend, and especially the opportunity for them to come and just get a piece of the flavor and the flair of being here in northeastern Oklahoma.
Yes. But now the biggest question, Byron, are you bringing out your own ride, your own motorcycle here to the Black Wall Street Rally?
I am not riding. A couple of my buddies are going to be riding. Every year something happens where I have to jump on a bike to go somewhere. So that's the cool part.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to bring out my own golf clubs. I'm just going to be looking that everybody else is having a good time.
Hey, you're a busy
But there's
guy. You got to keep everything running smoothly.
Yeah, I mean, but there's some bikes coming to town. Let me tell you, Ben. This is a show up and show out type of event. I mean, we've got some folks that for 364 days they're prepping a bike to get it here to show it off. We've even got the audio Super Bowl that's going to be happening at the
Uh-huh.
rally this year, and so for those that like to make a little bit more noise and just pounding the ground, they're going to
Yeah.
be able to do that. So if you're around May the 14th through the 16th, trust me, the slogan "Rolling Thunder" does come into play.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. I definitely need to check out the Rolling Thunder at the Black Wall Street Rally coming up.
Yep.
It's a May 14th through the 16th. Byron, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey Ben, I appreciate it.
Yes. In Oklahoma, arts play an essential role in bringing communities together, enhancing quality of life for Oklahomans, and positively impacting our economy. The Oklahoma Visual Arts Coalition is a nonprofit that helps develop the Oklahoma visual arts community through education, promotion, connection, and funding. Since 1988, OVAC has worked closely with Oklahoma artists, educators, organizations, and communities to ensure visibility and opportunity while promoting public interest in the arts across the state. To learn more about how the Oklahoma Visual Arts Coalition supports artists and to personally contribute to a growing Oklahoma arts scene, visit ovac-ok.org or follow OVAC on Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky. And now we are back. We just had a great conversation about the Black Wall Street rally. That's really become a really big event over the years, and Byron Perry, he was so nice to me, so I'm glad we were able to do that interview. How is my panel doing here?
Good.
Excellent.
Good. It's
Yes.
my first day back from vacay, so I'm who are you people?
I'm Carly.
What?
Yeah, we'll work our way into that through the show. Well, how was your time off, Nate?
It was good. We had a staycation, but we went out to Weatherford. Brian had never had an El Reno onion burger.
Oh, nice.
And he'd never been to the Stafford Museum.
Nice.
And neither one of us had been to the Oklahoma Route 66 Museum in Clinton, which I'm really embarrassed to admit. But I had been to it, but it's been so long that I basically don't remember it.
Yeah.
So we did all of that, and we had a really nice kind of road trip out into western Oklahoma. On our actual anniversary, it was weirdly cowboy themed. We had breakfast at Cattleman's.
Oh, there you go.
And then we went to the cowboy. Because Brian also hadn't seen the immersive thing.
Oh,
Yes.
That cool thing. So we went and did all of that. It was a weird cowboy theme.
Man, any day of the week,
21st
sign me
anniversary.
up for that.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, it was nice. It was a lot of laying around and, kind of like picking one thing in the house to clean a day. And
Yes.
just a nice staycation,
Cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, I'm sure you did all that driving via car, but for our question of the week, we're talking about the Black Wall Street Rally. There's going to be a lot of impressive motorcycles out there at that, and it sort of got me in my imagination, imagining that I'm so cool and everything, imagining myself on the back of a really sick motorcycle. And there's a bunch of great towns to visit in Oklahoma. A lot of them, I would really enjoy the scenery going out there, just on the open road. So our question of the week this time is, what is an Oklahoma town that you would love to visit on the back of a nice, beautiful motorcycle? Nathan Gunner, what about you?
None of them. I don't get on motorcycles.
Yes.
Power to the people who do, but no thank you.
Right.
One time in Ireland, my friend let me drive his Vespa. I turned it over.
Oh,
I scratched it up. I basically ruined the thing. So I definitely don't trust myself to drive them, but I don't like speed. And I don't love the open air.
Yes.
Like, as I'm moving fast, so a motorcycle is not the conveyance for me.
Well,
Thank
is
you.
there, let's say it's like a sort of a VR exercise. or
Okay, a
something.
VR, like a video game.
Yeah.
I would love to drive up to drive to Bartlesville across
Ooh,
Osage
yeah.
County. I think that'd be really fun. That's a
Oh,
nice scenic
Osage
drive.
County.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful part of the state,
Yeah,
for
that'd be
sure.
really fun. But in the real, no thank you.
Well, I do not have a motorcycle license, and I don't think anyone here does. So,
Yeah.
For the real, none of us should be responsible for that. Leave it for the professionals or at least the licensed.
Right.
Carly, though, indulge me in this exercise
Yeah.
here.
Well, my understanding of the question is that it was on the back of a motorcycle, meaning somebody else would be
That's true.
driving the motorcycle. So we don't actually have to have a license to do that.
Yeah, that is true.
Which is the only way that I would ever do it, is if somebody I felt very, very safe with had been, driving motorcycles for a long time. But if that were to happen, I would say probably Tahlequah. It's just such a
that's a
beautiful
good one.
area, and that highway, I think, isn't it Highway 1 that leads up to it? Yeah, it's just so pretty, and there's a lot of it, you can see you're next to the river, and then there's cliffs and stuff on the other side. So it's beautiful in a car. I can only imagine how beautiful it is
Yes.
from the back of a motorcycle.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that's another very beautiful part of the state.
Yeah.
For mine, I went with the Lakeview Fall area.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Oklahoma.
Mhm.
I absolutely love driving out there, and I think I would love it even more in sort of that panorama, like motorcycle, feel the wind kind of thing. You can get a little in the morning, a little breakfast that I Smell Bacon.
Yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that place. Very motorcycle friendly. And maybe in the evening, a little Captain John's, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's
yeah.
nice. Good recommendation.
So a lot of good food options there.
Yeah.
Also, one of my favorite overnights I stayed at is the Calico Heights. It's sort of this like tree house
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Wonderful.
Over there in the Eufaula area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Captain John's has a. Is it Captain Jack's or Captain John's?
Captain John.
Captain John's. Sorry.
Yeah.
It has.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, I know. It's just stuck in my head. So they have these little like bubble enclosures. So if you are riding your motorcycle and it starts to get chilly in the evening, you can reserve one of those enclosures and you can eat on the patio.
Perfect.
So that's really nice.
Okay.
I know that sometimes it can get cold on
Yes.
on a motorcycle. So
That's a great tip. Well, you do have to be weather aware if
Yes.
you're
Yeah, for
driving a
sure.
motorcycle,
For
for sure. Yeah, I have never, like I've said before, I haven't been a motorcycle rider myself, but you never know.
Yeah.
I'm up for an adventure.
Okay.
Do you ride a motorcycle? I know we've got a lot of adventurous podcast viewers, listeners. Tell us about where you would go in Oklahoma on a motorcycle, or just in a regular car, maybe a bicycle, all the cycles. Tell us about it. Leave it in the comments, and we will be right back with podvents. Pretend like there's slapping. And we're back with podvents. One of my favorite parts of the show is where we go through the travelok.com event calendar, pick out a few of our favorite gyms. And I know Carly's got one that she wants to
I
share
do
with
have
us.
one, and it might be my favorite event in all of Oklahoma. I've been there a couple times.
Oh.
It's the Spring Alpaca Farm Day.
Yes.
It is May 16th at Magnolia Blossom Ranch in Newcastle, and it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's only $5 per person. Kids 2 and under are free. And let me tell you something, if you've got 2 and unders, this is absolutely the place to take them to, because you have, you get a cup of feed with your admission, so you can go around and see all the little alpacas and interact with them. And the babies, because they will have babies that have just been born within like the last few weeks, they are the softest things on the planet, and they're so friendly, and they're already like used to being around people and stuff. You might have heard like llamas are really mean. Llamas might spit at you. Alpacas are not. They're very sweet. They can be a little mischievous, but they're not going to spit at you. They're not going to hurt you or anything like that. So they're just going to be fluffy little angels. And then you can take home things made with their wool, which, yeah, the virgin alpaca wool is one of the softest materials on the planet. So I highly recommend socks, mittens. You can get your Christmas stuff.
Yeah,
It's
I was
just,
going to say.
it's just such a fun day, and it also introduces kids to like farm life and animals and everything like that. So it's just a really, really fun event. Highly recommend.
That's awesome.
And if you want,
You're exactly.
if you want more information, magnoliablossomranch.com is where you can find all of the information.
Very cool. Yeah, thanks for that, Carly. Nathan, you've got an event for us, right?
I do. So I also have a kind of animal-themed event. This is Rooster Days in Broken Arrow. This is the 94th year running. They have done Rooster Days in Broken Arrow. It's Thursday through Sunday, May 14th through 17th. It has everything. Okay, you guys, there's a festival. The festival goes Thursday from 5 to 10 p.m., Friday from 5 to 11 p.m., Saturday from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Sunday from noon to 6 p.m. And check this out. So Thursday is Dollar Ride Day. So you can ride any of the rides for $1. So that's fun. Friday, tickets are $1, and the all-you-can-ride wristband is $35.
Okay.
Same thing on Sunday, and then on Saturday, same deal. Only the wristband is $40 on Saturday. So I say go on Friday or Sunday. There's a parade Saturday, May 16th at 10 a.m. On Main Street in Broken Arrow from College to Mason. Is where that's going to go. There's a 5K and fun run Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. if you're into that. There's live entertainment. There's going to be vendors. There's going to be all kind of stuff. It's presented by TTCU.
Okay.
They're the big sponsor there, which is cool. And if you want more information, you can go to roosterdays.com.
Yeah.
Where are you going this weekend?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Carly. We've had like 2, at least by name, animal-themed events, and I'm sort of building on that theme with the Canton Lake Walleye Rodeo.
Oh, cool.
Now, this is a horseless rodeo because the walleye is it's a fishing event, one of the biggest fishing tournaments in the state. In fact, have you ever seen a walleye? It's kind of like this big. It's almost like dinosaur looking. They've got these little, like ridged backs that are sharp. They'll cut you if you don't know what you're doing. I think you're supposed to, if you catch a walleye, like grab them by the gills. I think that's how you stay cut free. But there's going to be just a whole weekend several days, not just a weekend, fishing for walleye out there on Canton Lake. They will award prizes for the 5 largest walleyes caught. Also, a prize for total weight of walleye across the whole event. So, the most pounds caught at that point in time. And also awards for the largest fish caught in different species categories. It's not just walleye. So you catch the largest, like striped bass, or crappie, or carp, or one of the other species listed, you get a money prize for that. That's not the end of the money prizes.
Wow.
There's also special tagged fish that have like anywhere between like $20 or $50, like not bills attached to them, but markers. If you catch that fish, you could go home with a little pocket money there.
Nice.
So really cool event. You don't register beforehand. The way it works is that you register your catch at the weigh station. And the weigh station is at the Canadian Recreation Area on the southwest tip of Canton Lake. In addition to all the fishing fun, there's going to be on Saturday a carnival and the walleye rodeo parade, which goes through the downtown. It's a whole lot of fun. And then Sunday, there will be the kids fishing derby for kids 12 and under. I know I would have enjoyed that as a young minnow myself. And the kids can win a lifetime fishing license.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a
great
prize.
That's a
That's
really
a
good prize, for sure.
Yep.
One that'll keep paying off for years to come. The award ceremony is Sunday night, and they will be giving out hamburgers and ice cream after. So just a whole lot of fun there at Canton Lake. For more information, you can call 580-886-2401 or go to cantonlakeoklahoma.com. This episode is brought to you by the Oklahoma Museums Association, dedicated to empowering the more than 500 museums across Oklahoma to strengthen their offerings and serve their communities. OMA members are an important part of the collective Oklahoma Museum voice. Members receive access to a variety of resources to help them connect to the museum profession. More information is available at okmuseums.org. All right, and now we are back to award star of the show, and I'm giving it to the Black Wall Street Rally. It's an amazing event every year. If you haven't been out there to the Greenwood District to Black Wall Street recently, I mean, I don't know. You need to check it out for sure. Well, that's all we've got for you this week. This has been the show. Known from here to Woodward, home of the legendary Plains Indians and Pioneers Museum.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nathan. That's why you're here, to help me out.
That is why I'm an editor. So I edited you.
Head to Oklahoma Today. Oh, it's known as the Oklahoma Today Show. That's why you don't see it. Head to oklahomatoday.com or pick up our latest issue on newsstands right now. Send your feedback to oktpod@travelok.com. We'll talk to you again next week.
Goodbye.